ladies and gentlemen, nerds, nerdettes, Blerdicorns, and blurs alike. Welcome to the Blerdicorn Speaks podcast. And here are your hosts, Angee and Montel.
You can hear you say that. You're not you can't see you. And she's like, oh. Right. And then I think that's when she started. Like,
I know. Hey, everybody. It's your boy Montel. What's going on?
Hello.
And we are back for another episode. We are back. Another episode of the Blerdicorn Speaks podcast.
Happy belated birthday.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much.
Old ass man.
I am not going to lie about that. I will take that too. I will take that. But I'm a sexy 51-year-old. Don't get it twisted. If I'm going to be confident, I'm going to be confident about that.
Yeah.
But I thank you for that. You're
welcome.
It was a phenomenal birthday. Those of you know I have a YouTube channel. I did a video with my kids, and it was 12 years in the making, and I'm going to tell you, it was one of the best moments ever in my life.
12 years in the making?
Yeah, it's a long story, but that's the first time I've actually had my kids together in my home ever since I've lived here.
Okay.
So
they didn't live here with you?
No.
Okay.
They were pretty much majority born and raised in South Carolina. Mm-hmm. And then of course I ended up leaving, and then their mom and we ended up splitting up. So it was a lot to it, but I stayed.
How did you get to South Carolina?
Well, I was stationed there.
Oh, you stationed in Charleston?
Mm-hmm. I was in Charleston. That was my first duty station.
Me too. I was stationed in Charleston.
Oh my goodness.
David was born there. Shout out to my baby.
Joshua was born there. Montel was born there. Christian was born in Pennsylvania.
Okay.
That was a long story, but
she's the youngest?
No, my youngest is Angel. Angel's
no from
of the three. Yeah, Angel's the Christian is the youngest.
Okay.
So that's 30, 27. I'm sorry, 30, 28, and 27.
Okay.
So, but it was magic having them here, and of course my soon-to-be son-in-law Justin was right behind me, and you saw the video, and you saw how I was so ecstatic. I was trying to hold as much emotion in as I could because I wanted to scream.
Right.
So many times, like, oh my God, my kids are here! It was everything that weekend. Even though despite having a toothache and stomach issues, best weekend ever.
Best weekend ever.
All right, but for everyone who wished me birthday, thank you so much for that, and thank you to my partner in crime and my friend. I appreciate you so much. She gave me an amazing gift. Oh my gosh! So, but I'll tell you about that later. But thank you guys for checking us out. Thank you for supporting us and what we're doing. It's still a small effort, but we're getting up there, and we plan to have more guests, also more episodes, and definitely have a lot of amazing things to talk about. We just finished January that month.
Wow, we recorded once.
Yeah, but we were busy.
I was sick.
And I was...
You were busy, I was sick.
Yeah, so we were busy being sick.
Your girl was down.
Goodness.
Woman down. Okay? I don't know what the hell got a hold of me, but something got me and would not turn me loose.
Did you ever figure out what it was?
I had like the bovine canary.
Oh, come on.
Swine flu.
Really? You had the animal sickness. You had the animal sickness. Bruh.
No.
She had it all. Growing horns and a furry tail.
What the fuck?
Skittering up trees.
Wrong?
She had all that going on. Good grief.
I don't know what the fuck was wrong, but a bitch was sick. Okay? And I was sick.
You was down sick.
My 3-year-old was taking care of me.
Sydney was taking care of you?
Oh my God. Sydney got my phone one night and was calling everybody. Hello? My mom is ill. It was like, I couldn't even stop her because that's how sick I was. Like, I was sick.
Bless her heart.
Yeah.
She was
I went to New York. I went to New York like the first week in January. And, yeah.
No. Yeah.
Oh, you know how in the cartoons where you have the cross, your eyes are like X's.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was me in my bed.
Good grief.
Just like on quarantine. And ask me that my old kids give a shit that their mama was sick.
I already know the answer to that question. I already know the answer to that
Not
question.
just no, hell to the no. They didn't bring me nothing to eat, nothing to drink, nothing.
Just done.
Normally, I could count on David for like some tea or some shit. No.
David was MIA?
David didn't even. He didn't care.
What?
David got his games back and he gave 0 F's about whether or not I was sick. Either that or they were just, maybe they were just trying to keep their distance.
The life and times of a teenage gamer.
Yeah, because,
I understood.
I had the canary flu.
Oh, goodness.
So.
The canary bovine
I don't
flu.
know. The bovine, canary, swine.
Well, I'm glad you're feeling better.
Rat flu.
I'm glad you...
Something.
If we're going to keep throwing in animals from the Chinese calendar.
I don't know.
Oh,
A
goodness.
bitch was down.
She had the rooster rat bunny virus or something like that. Okay.
I was so happy. I was going to bring my sickness over here and record.
Oh,
and then you said, can I reschedule? And I was so happy. Because I was going to tell you, the last time I was sick, you was like, yeah, don't bring that shit over here.
And I do remember saying that, but I'm glad. But when you told me you were sick, you told me, and ironically, when you told me you were sick, something came up for me, and I said, okay, it's going to work out better for her, and I can take care of what I need to take care of. All right, but thank you so much for checking us out, guys. Thank you for supporting our effort. As I said before, we are still trying to get up there. We got a lot of things planned, and definitely gonna be looking forward to doing some things. So let's go ahead and get started. So the speak out, I decided my speak out is going to be shout out to all my fellow cosplayers of color, because this is Black History Month, and we're going to be celebrating the 29 days of Black cosplay. And they're already doing their thing on Facebook, Instagram,
black,
Twitter.
Y'all, and I'm black, y'all. And I'm blackity black, and I'm black, y'all.
Okay, yeah, you might have to tell them why you doing that, because they're thinking you're quoting from CB40. I know why you're doing it, so you might as well go ahead during the speak out. Go ahead. Oh, don't you dare! You already pulled the rabbit out of the hat. So
I put that on a t-shirt for myself. So. I'm going to debut it tomorrow. I might post it to our Instagram.
Okay.
I'm trying to post stuff to our IG. Like...
I'm going to post my birthday gift to the IG, too.
Oh, you can?
Oh, I will.
I was so mad at you for not posting when the Locke Key guys got in your comment.
Yo, I was so...
That's the kind of shit you need to put on our IG.
I know. But don't get... And trust me, when I say I was not trying to be neglectful on purpose.
Right.
But I was excited.
You're so excited.
That has never happened.
Because I'm a lurker.
Not to mention...
I'll be in the background.
The publishers for this, IDW Entertainment, hit my Instagram too. And I was just like, bro, seriously?
Listen... All free publicity is good publicity.
Yeah, I was like, okay. So
I was so excited for you.
Man.
I'm excited.
And all it does is just it promotes our brand. So
that's how I feel every time Uncle Nearest Whiskey be jumping on my IG. Cause y'all know I ain't gonna say I'm a lush.
Oh,
but I drink.
She's a very respectful lush. Indeed.
I'm a responsible drinker.
Lord. So mine is for all my fellow cosplayers of color. They're gonna be doing.
That's exciting.
We do it every year for Black History Month. It's every day a cosplayer is highlighted and shout out to them, and also just everybody else. I've already been drawn into a couple of
posts
already.
I could follow it on our IG.
Hashtag 29 days of Black cosplay.
And then, we'll repost.
So we're all about that. So if you're out there and you're listening to this and you are shining with your cosplay and you are a child of color, God bless you. Continue doing this. And people are noticing more and more that Black cosplayers are making an impact, because we've always had that issue of trying to find characters to cosplay, and people will always try to keep us in a particular box that we can only...
Oh, we got a new follower.
What? Okay.
And that's going to be my speak out.
Okay.
Big girl to boss.
Oh, that's my girl, Ashley. Yo.
Thanks for following us.
Ashley is as
How
geeky
you
and nerdy as they
doing?
come, but she is an absolute sweetheart. Oh my goodness, she is a sweetheart. So, Ash, yeah, when I see you at the store, I'm gonna shout you out. But thank you for following us.
She's beautiful too.
She is a geek and nerd to her heart. Oh my goodness, and one of the sweetest people I've ever known. One of the sweetest people I've ever met. And I'm honored to call her one of my closest friends. Matter of fact, Ashley is the reason why I got this chair.
Really, she's beautiful.
Surprised me. She knew what she was doing. Yeah, you knew what you was doing. So nice try. I'm gonna get you back for this. Trust me.
Thanks for following us. I just followed you back, girl.
So to everybody who is participating in 29 Days of Black Cosplay, because it's a leap year,
Black cosplay.
thank you so much, and I'm gonna be right there with you. So that's my speak out. And
Awesome.
so
I already gave mine.
okay. So all right. So we move on to the download. So since ladies first, you know the rules. So what's on your mind there? What's on your mind?
You know what the hell is on my mind.
Preach, girl. Go ahead. Give us that game and lyricism.
You know what?
The game and lyricism.
I think I might try to dabble in being a gaming content creator. Because I know it takes a lot, and it's hard to get established, especially with games that have been out for a while. But I've been looking. It's hard for me to find people like me that talk about games. I can find people that talk about comics and books and and I can find gamers.
Mm-hmm. But also depends on the platform.
But they're my kids' age. Well, I'm on Discord.
Mm-hmm. and you're on it way more religiously than me.
And Twitch and
yes.
So I'm looking, but I know that I'm not the only 40-something person, because I follow a guy that is my age, that is a gamer. He has a wife and a family and everything. Mm-hmm. But representation counts. Okay?
That's true.
It doesn't matter.
That is true.
What your age or status, representation counts.
True. And I agree with you on that one.
I ain't made up my mind quite yet, but when
you do, I'm gonna support you all 100%.
Oh, thank you. I'm gonna do it on the Blerdicorn account. It don't make sense to start another one.
That's true.
It's just it's a part of that blurred realm. So
true. That is true.
I don't know if you guys have noticed when I do something really spectacular. I post it on our IG.
Mm-hmm.
Neither one of us are I'm not really a big Facebooker anymore. So,
and honestly, I'm trying to get back into it, because now with the con season coming up, mm-hmm. and I've got BlurCon coming up, I'm gonna be working that. We got a lot of stuff going on, so I have to. I really don't want to, because I'm like you. I'm not a big Facebook
right. I mean, if you put it on your Facebook, that I will repost it on our Blerdicorn, because that's normally what I've been doing. Is I stalk your page, and when you post some shit, I'm like, oh, let me repost this.
Thank you. Oh my gosh,
yeah.
Stalks me. Yes.
Yeah.
I've waited so long to hear those words. Oh my god.
Yes. Okay. We should live tweet. We should pick a show and live tweet.
That'll be interesting.
Maybe we should live tweet Locke Key.
Well, we're doing.
No, we can't, because that's not like a.
No, that's gonna be on Netflix.
It's on Netflix,
right? And me and my besties, we're doing a viewing party on Friday, so we're making it a big deal. Ooh. Because my post got everybody hyped about Locke Key, and when they saw my video, they literally like, "Oh, I'm excited for this." I'm like,
"Oh my gosh, yeah!"
So y'all don't understand what I'm sorry. I'm taking over.
You should tweet about it. I know.
Well, I will.
I don't mind.
I plan to. So
I'm gonna watch it Friday.
So once you get your gaming stuff up, let me know. I'm gonna be going.
I'm gonna work on it, because I be all into it. I'm a strategist, y'all. I be trying to figure out synergies, and I look at percentages and stats and stuff like that.
She's big on numbers.
I'm big on numbers, because numbers is where it's at. Kind of falling back a little bit from Looney Tunes. I actually did get into the beta. They have some new things coming in the works that I can't really speak about right now because they,
NDAs
they asked, well, they're not calling it beta, they're calling it alpha. So I got into the alpha testing, and they asked us not to kind of reveal anything, but I'm excited about the new gameplay that's coming up for Looney Tunes World of Mayhem. I've maxed out, so I've reached a max level now. And once I reached the max level, I really kind of lost interest. But this new stuff that's possibly coming down the pipeline will probably get me back.
Does it lift the level ceiling off? Because if it sounds like you get capped at a certain level.
I don't remember. I don't remember because when they started the alpha testing, that's when I was half dead with the bird flu. So
with the bovine, raccoon, rooster, weasel flu.
Right.
Okay,
so,
gotcha.
Like the first round of them, getting like all the info and the emails and everything and what they want us to do and what the changes were. I kind of missed that because I was like in and out of consciousness. So when I finally did start coming to, and I got into it, I don't remember. Because someone else asked that question. Was the game level cap going to be lifted? But I'm excited. There's some good stuff coming down. Y'all stay tuned. I think you're going to like the new...
It would make sense like for them to do that. Because like you said, when you maxed at your level, you lost interest. You maxed at
level 59.
And you lost interest. So, so that's the only way, one of the things I can see them adding to that.
It could be that, or it could be raid. So,
good.
Like, let me say, like
Looney Tunes Raid.
Raid is my thing. I've been playing Marvel Strike Force too, but that's not real interesting to me. I'm just playing it so I could get accustomed to the characters for when Realm of Champions hits the streets.
Okay.
So I will probably start my gaming content with Realm of Champions because I want to get in on a game from the ground floor.
And go up.
And then grow and learn with it. But as far as my raid goes, man, let me tell you, I made a lot of mistakes with my account.
Oh boy. And we were talking before we started recording about what you were having to deal with.
So I made a lot of mistakes. So I decided to start a free to play account. And I'm not spending any money, not one red cent.
Agreed.
None of my hard-earned money that I worked 20 years to get every month. So I have not spent any money in my free-to-play account, and I have almost reached the level of my pay account, and I play them. I probably play my pay account more because I got more characters and I got more loot.
Of course.
But you learn from your mistakes. So I'm playing smarter in my free account. And for some reason, my luck of the draw has been great because I have some great champions in my free account. Now, this last little event that they had with a double chance, they must have meant double negative chance because... When I say I got some trash ass champions, I saved
were they that bad?
Fuck yes, I shaved my charts for months.
She is salty, y'all. She is salty. What in the world?
For months. In my free account, I got a couple of good ones. Don't ask me who they were because I don't remember. Like I said, I was dying. I had a foot in the grave, and I was hoping somebody would come and pull me out. But in my pay account, in my main account, I get nothing. Like nothing. I even bought some more shots. I was like, bump this because I got a bunch of gems. I was like, let me buy some more.
What? Really?
I bought shards twice and asked me what I got. Doo-doo. That's what I got.
She got doo-doo champions.
I got champion food.
She got doo-doo champions. All right.
I was able to level up one of my champions to level 5 because I got enough trash ass 4 stars.
Unbelievable. I need to start getting back into champions, but like I said, to raid, but I have just been focused so much on everything. And
it's good.
And what's funny is that between the two of us, you're more of mobile gamer than I am.
Listen.
And I'm more of the tabletop gamer.
I tried to download the Polarium Play today.
So, how did that go?
Go on and do your download.
Oh my goodness.
Just how it went.
Oh my gosh. Okay. We know that this did not end very well.
It
Okay.
did not. I almost lost my free to play account.
What the?
And I would have been pissed.
Okay. Well, now we know.
Because, like, I have some great champions.
You don't want to lose what you worked so hard to gain. So, yeah, that's a no-no.
I was
Okay.
grinding.
Well, my download is my excitement for Locke Key. A lot of you guys know that between Angee and me, I am a big comic fan. One of my favorite comic stories that I discovered years ago was Locke Key. And when I found out that, now this is where it's weird. Now, you'll check my video out, but I'm going to rehash what I was talking about.
How many volumes?
There are 6.
You have all 6?
No, I've only got 4 of the 6. They haven't gotten the last the 2 that I'm missing. But
Okay.
it is a comic property that it's a really amazing story. It's like a thriller level, but it's also slice of life. It's a little bit of everything. Mm-hmm. And what I like about it is it takes slice of life, but it throws a supernatural element into it. Mm-hmm. And you still see them try to have a life, but now they got to deal with this legacy that they didn't even want.
Right.
And it's amazing. What I liked about it is its readability. Mm-hmm. It's a good story. It's an exciting story. It will elicit all types of emotions and stuff. Mm-hmm. But what I'm excited about is Locke Key had 2 chances before to be put on to go from comic to TV. The first one was in 2011 when Fox was going to pick it up. They did a trailer, saw it at San Diego Comic-Con, and they pulled a freaking okie doke because
I remember that.
The trailer came out that July, but they canceled all the episodes that May before the convention.
Why?
Fox decided to drop it. We all know Fox's history with taking a series and then dropping it before it even premieres. They did that. They had Firefly for the longest time, and
because it doesn't test well.
But they dropped. But see, even then, you can't always go by tests because Fox has not been known for picking people that are across the board. Okay. And you see what happened with Firefly. It became literally a cultural phenomenon in the nerd world. So when they did Locke Key and they said, nah, we're going to drop it. All right, no problem. We fast forward to 2018. Hulu's going to do it. And I'm excited because Hulu, okay, they're willing to take a chance.
I don't really watch Hulu.
I'm a Hulu frequenter. And there have been some series that come out that have been pretty decent. Actually, really decent. So when I found out they were doing Locke Key.
That's the only thing I watched. So.
I know a little of it, but I haven't seen it yet.
It ain't really.
But when I found out that they were going to pick it up, I was ecstatic. It's like, okay. And they did a 1-hour trailer, and it was better than the one that Fox put out. A month later.
A 1-hour pilot or a trailer?
Pilot.
Okay.
Because they didn't do trailers. They did pilots.
They did a movie. Basically,
the first volume called Welcome to Key House was a 1-hour episode.
Okay.
So that gave you a chance to become familiar with the characters and the story and everything else.
Okay.
And not even a couple months later, Hulu said, nah, we're not going to do it. So we go to 2020. Mm-hmm. Netflix said, don't worry, boo, I got you.
We're going to do it.
Not only did they do it, they came out with a trailer. Smart thing would have been to come out with a trailer instead of having these people invest their money in a pilot and you drop it. Which is what I never understood.
Well, that's what they shot. They shot pilots.
Well, yeah, but at the same time, don't die on me now. No, but at the same time, it's kind of a waste of money, especially when you, we weren't expecting Fox to do what they did. They actually canceled it before they even sent it to San Diego Comic-Con. And we all gave a standing ovation for that trailer. All of us. That room sat about 2,000 people. All of us stood up. It was brilliant. But I'm excited about this because the trailer, it gives you the vibe from reading the book. And It's, oh my goodness. And you know what's funny is you're not the only one who said it looks like it's going to be scary. I said, no,
it was scary.
it's a thriller, but it's a thriller that you can actually sit down and go, okay, I get it.
I'm gonna give you an episode. I'm gonna watch it on Friday.
That's okay, do it, because me and my besties, we're doing a viewing party on Friday, and we'll get together and go on Netflix, and we're going to enjoy it. And I did the video. Everybody was so hyped about it, and
what are y'all eating?
Huh?
You know, I always gotta ask about the food. What are y'all eating?
I know I'm supposed to be making my world famous my stovetop popcorn, so that's been requested.
You make a stovetop popcorn?
Yeah, that microwave stuff is for the birds. Yeah, I do mine on the table. I do it old school. My grandmother taught me how to do it. Lock, stock,
make stovetop popcorn.
That's why we vibe. Yes. That's why we vibe.
I make a mean ass caramel corn, if I must say so myself.
Well, we're going to definitely do some chit chatting, but I'm excited for Locke and Key because it's been so long since I've had a story who actually had me engaged. And I love the characters. I love the story. I love the development. And Netflix has given us something that's made me go, okay, I'm digging this. Even in the trailer, they took a scene out of the first book, and that let me know they did it right. So February 7th, my butt's going to be there. I am so hyped for this.
Okay.
I even got one of the keys. I got it on one of my hoodies because there are 18 keys. Each key has a different ability. The key I have is the gender key. Ironically, it kind of speaks for itself. Whoever wears it can become male or female, and vice versa.
Okay.
So, but there are different keys, and it's just a really good story. So I'm hyped for it. So much so, and I told Angee this, and she knows this. 2 of the cast members from the show liked my Instagram post. And posted on it as well. Okay. And then IDW Entertainment, who are the publishers of the Locke and Key series, liked my post. Yo, I was like, am I dreaming? I actually had to wake up in the morning, wiping my eyes so much that my eyes were dry. And I was like, this is actually happening.
Sorry.
No, you're good. So I'm excited. I'm really excited about this. And if you haven't had the chance to try and find the books, please find the books. They're wonderful. The art is phenomenal. Joe Hill and Gabriel Rodriguez did a wonderful job. Really did. So that's my download.
I've been thumbing through it. I didn't touch it too much because, I love to touch my hair.
That's all right. I let you look at the hardbound cover. I actually have the hardbound copy of...
that's number 5, it says.
Of Clockwork.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I got a Clockwork.
So you have 2.
That one I actually got at San Diego Comic-Con. I was supposed to get it signed by Joe Hill, one of the creators. Missed him by 2 minutes.
Oh.
That was like, no! Oh my gosh! But it was still cool though. But yeah. Alrighty. So with that actually leads into our topic of this week, with this particular episode. Now, we have seen a huge emergence of television properties that have been adapted to comics. And I'm really excited about this because this was always something...
Television properties have been adapted to comics or from?
From comics.
Okay.
So, for instance, you have the Defenders, Luke Cage, Jessica Jones, Daredevil, and Iron Fist.
Harley Quinn.
So, I wanted to talk about that because as someone who grew up reading comics, I always dreamed of seeing my heroes and even my favorite supervillains come to the screen. And as time has gone on, and of course we've seen the Superman movies and the Batman movies, and sometimes we'll see properties that have gone from movies turned into comics. Like Star Wars became a movie, and then it became a comic series. So I was always curious about how other people felt about watching a show or even watching a movie that was the primary premise or its primary source was a comic book, or as we like to call them, floppies.
Well, I would have to say that I did not know some of the shows that I liked were based off of comic book characters.
For instance,
until someone told me.
Okay, like what?
Like, let's go back to the first Man of Steel. I did not know that Superman, was based on a comic book character. But you have to remember, I was a little girl.
Right.
So But when I got a little older and I realized, oh man, it's a comic book, you know. And then even as an adult, like I remember the trailer. I remember all the hype about Locke Key, and I did not know it was a graphic novel. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I just thought it was, you know, a series. It's nice to see that, you know, they're getting some good source material.
Yeah.
You know. But how I feel about it, I'm liking it. Especially because now we get to see like you said, some of our favorites. Mm-hmm. I was actually in my sickness. I'm gonna keep bringing this up, y'all.
While she's going through the rooster raccoon weasel virus.
Yes, honey. Yes. Oh my gosh. I was like digging deep into DC, and I was able to see a couple pretty good movies.
Okay.
Like I didn't particularly watch the Birds
Animated or live action?
Animated.
Okay.
DC has some good ass animated.
Yes, I give you a pound on that one because
movies.
I agree.
And listen, these movies ain't for your kids.
No.
It took me about 5 minutes. It took me about 5 minutes into watching the first episode of the new Harley Quinn series.
Oh my god!
I was like, wait a minute, did she just say fuck? Wait, this is a cartoon.
Oh goodness!
And you know, I'm loving it. After, it's almost like the pages, the animated movies are like the pages from the comic books coming to life. Like it's jumping up at you, and you can appreciate it more, especially now that, since you pointed it out to me, I can recognize the different animation styles that coincide with not just the studio, but also with the comic and with the creator. So, you know, and it's like opening up a whole new world or a whole new realm of comic appreciation.
I agree with you, and I like from your vantage point because, like you said, you were never really exposed to comics when you were younger.
No. What I said was, I don't like the panel style. So I don't like jumping all over the page.
Right.
Because I'm a bibliophile. So I like all my words.
Oh my goodness. Sorry, comics don't fall along those lines. But then again, that's why they were so appealing, because they don't read like regular books.
Right.
So that was always a jump around.
It's for people who like to read pictures.
Now, for me, oh gosh. For someone like me who, from the age of 10, fell in love with comics and always dreamed of seeing my favorite characters pop out, right, and go onto the big screen, and you see them on TV, and they tried in the beginning. They tried. Lord knows they tried. When they actually had a Captain America series on CBS.
Some of them was a miss.
Some of them, Captain America
was a big miss.
Captain America had a helmet and rode a motorcycle. His mask was his helmet. I said,
when you go back,
what are we thinking?
When you go back and you look at those old Hanna-Barbera.
Oh my goodness!
Like, look, I tried to watch
Space
Aquaman.
Ghost. Oh goodness!
Oh, God.
We're gonna go back a little bit further. Let's go Space Ghost.
Okay.
The Herculoids. We're gonna do the Impossibles. We're gonna do Mitor. I mean, they even did. Before that, Marvel actually did stop action. Well, I would say stop action. They did Spider-Man. They did Thor. They did the Fantastic Four.
I remember Thor. I remember Spider-Man. I never was a big fan of Fantastic Four. But yeah, so that's some of that early shit. Did y'all know there was a Static Shock cartoon? Yeah. I was so excited when I saw it.
And then
I was about to throw up in my mouth a little bit. After the first episode, I was like, how did this shit get greenlit?
Oh my goodness.
Who cast these people? I know that dialogue didn't come from the comic, but
The original Static Shock cartoon. Now, mind you, like I said, I'm more of a fan of the comic.
Horrible.
Now, when the original Static Shock cartoon came out, Dwayne McDuffie, God rest his soul, he's the one that brought it to the forefront, and that's what made it so popular. But when I found out they were bringing it out again, I said,
that shit needs some work. Don't even.
Y'all,
I vomit.
That's a new phrase. We're gonna put that down, ladies and gentlemen. I'm writing that down. We're gonna say, you heard me click the pen. I vomit. Okay.
Listen.
Wow.
I was so excited. I went and made me a snack, got me a fresh drink. Man, got me a whole throw and got snuggled down. Oh my God. I even let the dog sit in my lap. That first episode, I know, right? The first episode came on. Sydney was like, Mommy, can I watch my show now? Yes. Yes,
she
you
gave
can.
the TV up quick.
Yes, you can.
What? Oh my God.
And what made it so bad is I had just watched. Oh God, I had just watched a Suicide Squad movie.
Okay.
That was so good.
Mm-hmm.
You know? And I'm like, man, DC ain't letting me down. I'm watching like the new Teen Titans and shit.
I realized that, like you said, DC's animated library, second to none.
Phenomenal.
Batman Gotham by Gaslamp. They had Batman Hush.
I'm
Teen
excited.
Titans. Oh my gosh.
I'm excited for some of their new live action movies too. I can't wait until they hit the streets.
I'm really curious to see how those work out.
As much as
too.
I love Aquaman, I really don't think Aquaman need a sequel unless it's going to be more about the battle between him and Manta, Black Manta.
Mm-hmm.
If you're not doing that, keep your Aquaman.
Yeah, that is a rivalry that story needs to be told. That's
Yeah,
a story that
keep your
genuinely needs to be told.
Aquaman if it's not going to be mainly about the feud about Black Manta's revenge on Aquaman because of what he did to his dad.
Right.
So, yeah.
The library itself, and also there are some live action series now that have come from the comics that don't get a whole lot of attention either. You've got Runaways, Marvel, which is I love that series. I really liked what they did with the character transition. You've had Doom Patrol, which I've been a fan of Doom Patrol for years, and they did a really good job on it.
Doom Patrol is good.
But the one that a lot of people didn't even know was a comic until I told them was Umbrella Academy.
Oh yeah, I know it was a comic.
A lot of people didn't know that. They literally was like, wait, it's a comic? So, oh yeah, Umbrella Academy is a comic. In fact, I remember the first volume, because the next season coming out is based on the volume that I first read. And I'm just so excited about this
I
one.
didn't finish the first season, and I need to. Because it was so good, and I was like, I think I only had like 2 episodes ago. But I watched like almost all of the episodes, and I was like, oh my God, let me stop, because if I watch them all now, I'm not going to have anything else to watch. And, excuse me, I never went back. But, at the same token, I appreciate shows like Umbrella Academy, because shows like Umbrella Academy paved the way for The Boys.
Yes.
Which season 2 is coming out. Did you see the trailer?
Yes. I had to watch the trailer 3 times.
Me too.
I literally
Me too.
So hyped because I was already a fan of the comic and the graphic novel.
Right.
But when they brought it to the screen, I literally sat there transfixed for every single episode.
I watched. Did I watch the whole season? But the last episode, and I was like, "Oh, let me stop. I'm gonna watch it tomorrow."
So how did that go?
Well, I stopped it and I said, well, let me watch the finale while the kids are going to school and I can watch it in peace and, absorb it. And everything.
Were you able to?
I was. I did. Oh, I absolutely. As soon as I came home for dropping Sydney off, I sure did. Yes, God.
That's right, Sydney. You had to be placed elsewhere in order for this to happen.
Yeah. So, I mean, I loved it. It was a good show.
Now, with that, I got a question for you. And this is something that I just thought of with all of our conversation with the conversions over from comics or even graphic novels to shows and movies.
Mm-hmm.
Do you feel like they're going to start making it seem like a factory manufacturing just so they can get their name out there, which is going to end up sacrificing the quality?
From what I've seen so far, from what's happening so far, I don't think so.
Well, like you said,
you can tell when something is just being pushed out, and it ends up being like rushed,
right,
and it's garbage,
right.
Okay,
that is true.
But I think the bar has been set. Marvel has set a bar high.
And theatrical, yeah, no one can touch them.
Yeah,
but they need to work on their animated library.
They need to, and I think that they're going to work. I'm sorry, I keep bumping the table. Sorry,
Bump
you guys.
The table, girl. That means that's how hype we are because we bumping the table.
If you can hear it in the recording, I'm so sorry.
You can slide back.
But I think that Marvel is going to this time mimic DC, and when HBO Max comes out, that's when they're gonna debut their oh no, wait a minute, that's DC. God damn it.
Yes. We're definitely not a family podcast.
I think that they're going to use their Disney Plus platform to get their animated features out. Do I think that they're going to be as good as DC? No. I kind of want them to stay in their own lane.
Okay.
Marvel, you do an excellent job with these live action movies. Keep doing your thing. I'm gonna need you to work on Star Wars though. Disney. We're gonna talk about that later. Okay, but
I don't know where else they're gonna go because that last movie was it.
Well, there's a new trilogy.
Oh my goodness!
But you know what? There's plenty of shit out there. In a galaxy far, far away.
That is true.
That we can talk about. Plenty of storylines. I would love for Darth Maul to have an origin, explanation, and an end. I would love to see that.
Which I thought was a waste.
I love my Sith Lords.
It's amazing how he was one of the most short-lived characters and still one of the most popular characters.
Love him.
I was like, dude, who thought of this character? And then you killed him off? Like, why would you do that? And you killed him.
Well, he was a little bit more fleshed out.
Right. I do. But his exposure initially was solid, and then that's it.
Well, we're going to blame Disney.
I'll always blame Disney.
Because Disney wants their viewing catalog to be general public friendly. And I think some things need to be kept, for adults. And I think a Darth Maul series or a movie or what, like, how many movies do we have that's centered around a villain? Like,
that is true.
I would love to see that. I would love to see.
That's a valid point.
We know about the good guys. We know about the Jedi and all of those people. Let me see some of these famous Sith Lords, and hear about them. And in saying that, I want Marvel to continue on their path with your live action movies, but I want Disney to fall back. And then that's why I'm glad they're keeping Deadpool rated R.
Keep it consistent.
There's another one that's coming out that's going to be rated R. I can't think of it at the moment.
Mobius?
That one's rated R.
Mm-hmm. I know Mobius because Mobius is a freaking vampire. They've got no choice. He can't be a PG character.
Right. So, one
of Spider-Man's biggest, one of his greatest villains, actually.
And I can't wait to see how they're going to do the crossover. I really wish that the next Venom I would really love to see a rated R Venom because I think Venom. I love the Venom movie. I know a lot of people didn't like it.
Actually, I enjoyed it.
I purchased it.
Now,
I would like to see a rated R. I would have loved for Venom to be rated R, and in some areas of the movie, you can tell that. Wait a minute, something just ain't
they
right.
were really fighting it.
Right.
They were really fighting it.
Because they had to go back and they had to edit stuff out in order to get that PG rating.
Now,
so
I'm thinking that the next Venom movie will be rated R simply because
it.
Carnage has now been introduced. You cannot do a PG-13 or PG with Carnage because if you
NC-17 maybe
because if they keep it true in the comics, he is sociopathic. He is
I don't want them to nerf Carnage like they do the Joker, and I think and I don't want to happen with Venom what happened with Suicide Squad.
Okay,
with them nerfing, because I think we would have got. I think that Jared Leto's Joker would have been so much better had they not nerfed so much of his footage, because what we got didn't make no damn sense.
No, and that's what people made him so angry at, the fact that how he was portrayed in the movie. Right.
And I think that if Disney would just sit their ass in the corner, okay, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, Disney.
That's true. Now,
the kids have their shit. Let us adults have ours.
And just a quick note on Venom, and then we're going to keep on going, is that I didn't like the fact that Woody Harrelson is playing. Oh. I don't know why they picked him. Woody
is going to do a bang-up job as Carnage.
I have always been a proponent of bringing in those new, fresh faces, so that way it gives them an opportunity. Not saying Woody is one of the best method actors around. The man can take on any role. Don't get me wrong. But in a case like that, when you're introducing a new character, bring in a new actor and give someone else a chance to let their wings spread a little bit. Not someone so overly known, but again, that is just my opinion.
Yeah, I don't agree with that.
But like I said, with the new generation. And with all of this coming out, I always believe that.
I think Woody is going to do a phenomenal job.
I hope he does.
I think he's going to do a phenomenal job. Even with that little bit of, in credit footage that we got, it had me hyped. I think Woody's going to do a great job.
When I knew it was doing Carnage, I said, okay, but he better not disappoint me, because Carnage is a very, very... He's a rich character in so many ways. So I want him done right. That's just me.
Yeah. It's almost like that person that got hired from a job that you've been doing for 50 years now at another company. Yeah. We don't care what you did at your other job. Let Woody do his thing. Give him the opportunity.
All right.
Give him a chance. But as I was going with that, and got on a sidetrack, I would like for Marvel to go with your live action and leave the animated stuff to DC. Right. That's their lane. This your lane. Stay in it.
Right. Each company has established where they are strongest the most. Yes. And Marvel came in like a beast with all of their live action
Marvel
movies.
had some hits, had some duds.
Yeah, but you look at 97% of the field of the movies they've made have gone over really well, and they've actually brought a new generation of fans in.
Right. I think that with the early comic book conversion movies, I think the problem was, while those movies didn't do so well, it's because they were making them so cartoony and so comical instead of staying true to the comics. Like, it was like Phantom, for instance, was so slapstick. You know what I'm saying? And it looked like it was so cheaply made. Right. They could have done so much.
But if you looked at the comic strip, he was not a joking kind of character at all. He was
why would you do that?
The Ghost Who Walks was not a guy who cracked jokes and did slapstick. He was not like that. So I definitely agree with that.
The same thing with the Riddler and Poison Ivy. I'm about to throw up.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Now
They didn't have to go there.
when they did The Spirit.
Mm-hmm.
Ed Eisner, one of the main comics that really brought me into the independents. And I was like, okay, they got a movie. And I saw the movie and went, why? Who thought that Samuel L. the octopus? Okay, I see what you were trying to do, but it did not grip me the way that the comic did. And I know I have to give some leeway because it's a theatrical release.
Right.
And it's hard to introduce a character that people aren't familiar with. So I get that. And I gave it and I enjoyed it. Mm-hmm. I did. But when they did Frank Miller's Sin City, they blew that out the water.
I could not find the answer to your question.
It's because no one was asking you. Even my watch wants to know what's going on. Wow. When they did Sin City, oh my goodness. Loved every bit of it. Mm-hmm. Loved every bit of it. And I that was like you said, everybody's got to have their own lane. Some is going to be a hit, some is going to be a miss.
But I think that they need to shy away from trying to make comic books essentially were not designed for kids. Mm-mm. And I think that when the majority of the people, when they think comic book, they think children, which is a falsity.
Oh, they call them funny books.
Right, funny books, funny papers. Mm-hmm. You know, if you're going to make a show or a movie based on a comic book, it needs to be true to the comic and it needs to be for adults. Mm-hmm. Iron Fist, I don't have to say nothing.
Oh my gosh, why did they do that? That was one of the things that Netflix majorly screwed up.
I couldn't even get through the whole damn season. I think I just watched it just for continuity's sake.
I cried inside when I saw that, and it's like, why do they have Danny Rand acting like a barefoot baby? Why he's such a hippie? Like, what is the problem? They were determined to keep him so bohemian that you couldn't even see him being. And I was like, why?
Yeah.
Why are we doing this?
It didn't work at all. I would love to see a remake on that. I would love to see a remake.
Okay. There are a lot of serious,
like a complete overhaul. If they ever decide to bring it to a movie, I think some of their series that I would like to see reborn. I would love to see. Come on. Blind guy.
Is it bigger? Daredevil.
I would love to see Daredevil.
I like how you throw the hint out there and I'll know who you're talking about.
Daredevil.
But they did a really good job with that.
They did a good job with Daredevil.
Really good job with that one. Luke Cage season 1. Mm-hmm.
The only thing I liked about season 2 was Bushmaster.
Yeah.
He needs his own show.
I know. I didn't. I heard.
Or a movie.
I watched the first episode of season 2. Luke Cage said, "No, you cannot bring me in." Mm-mm. Mm-mm. And when they did the Defenders, okay.
I didn't watch the Defenders. I watched one episode of the Defenders, maybe 2, and then I turned it off and watched Blackish.
Wow. Okay. At least you kept it real. Okay, appreciate it. And also because Black History Month, bravo, bringing up the Black History.
Because I love Jessica Jones, love that actress, love Jessica Jones. Mm-hmm. I initially liked Luke Cage
until
season 2.
Mm-hmm. There's so much more to tell with Jessica Jones too. Mm-hmm. There's a story there that they hadn't told.
I did not like Iron Fist. I was thoroughly upset with that.
You're not the only one. They did a really good job with Daredevil.
Daredevil was phenomenal.
They did a really good job with Daredevil.
Flat? No, that's a different series.
Well, no, if we want to go to it, we can throw the CW series in there too, because
I love The Flash. The Flash was my shit until he went and messed up the timeline. Like I said, I stopped watching it after he went back and saved his mom and fucked the timeline up.
When basically he threw Flashpoint in there, which I thought the comic series for Flashpoint was wonderful. They didn't do everything, but I agree with you. I got to a certain point and said,
Like, what y'all doing? Why?
What do we do? Okay. But then we get to Arrow. I like what they did with Arrow initially, but then it started getting really
I watched
ramshackle.
a little bit of the finale of Arrow.
I haven't bothered to watch it. I should. But Black Lightning is I love Black Lightning.
I don't even know how I ended up watching like this last 15, 20 minutes.
Oh, the finale?
Of the finale. I guess maybe because everybody was coming back and...
Because their crossover this time was way better than their first one. They did a really good job on this crossover.
Okay.
Did a really good job. I would recommend checking it out.
I like those. I used to like those crossovers from the shows back in the 80s. And so this was a really good idea to have these shows crossover. I remember when Disney used to do it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
In the 90s.
Yeah.
When they would have their shows crossover. So I think I might go back and watch.
You check it out.
The crossover from the beginning. Especially since you said that it's an independent story. And I don't really need to watch the series in order to catch up on it. But
now what I do like, and I will tell you is about the crossover that I really liked, is the last episode. Because they did something that I don't think I've ever seen with anybody. They actually reached out to different series that aren't even affiliated with CW but are DC. They reached out to they actually did shout outs to Doom Patrol, to oh goodness, I'm drawing a serious blank. Anything DC hero wise as live action, they did a shout out to by having them right there on the show. They did it for Titans. They did it for Doom Patrol. And I'm just like, are you serious? These aren't even a part of, but they're part of the DC lexicon. So it's like, this was brilliant. And you couldn't help but just get excited about it. And I was thrilled. I was really thrilled. Because like you said, we're bringing in a new generation. So we have to be able to introduce them to what's already out there. They may not even be known about. But what do I know? I'm weird.
Yep. So I'm excited.
I'm really
excited. I'm excited about the next phase for
right.
Disney Plus.
Right.
Scarlet Witch. I'm really excited to see
WandaVision,
where they're going with that.
The Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
And the Winter Soldier.
Yes.
I really want to see. I'm interested to see what's going on with Loki.
Yes, I am too.
And of course, this is the way. I'm ready to see what's going on with the Mandalorian and the child.
Oh my goodness.
We're not gonna call him Baby Yoda. That's not his name. We're gonna call him the child.
But when was the last time you actually saw a character that was embraced so huge as I have to call him Baby Yoda.
Baby Yoda.
Yeah, because as soon as he premiered, everybody lost their mind.
Probably like the Ewoks or something. Remember when we were little?
Yep.
Yeah. Baby Yoda is it.
That little joker, he won my heart because it's literally like the most powerful baby, and you could just tell he's like, there's. I
cannot wait to find out what's going on. I want to know what's up with Big Brother Almighty, because I love me a villain.
And at least he did not die right away.
Yeah, he didn't die. I was happy to see the black saber.
Yes.
So, why does he have the Mandalorian lightsaber?
Oh my goodness.
And no, he wasn't there. And I was gonna say, Mando. We know his name now. I can't remember what it is off the top of my head.
We'll keep it quiet.
Why he didn't say anything, but again, he was a foundling, so he may not know that part of the history.
No, but he embraced the collective and what he became a part of because he had no one else. That was their family. That was
right, but family. I'm saying, like the armorer was educating him. So maybe he doesn't know the history behind the lightsaber or about its existence.
Right.
Because...
And I'm sure they'll cross paths again. She was a badass, man.
Right. He was a Mandalorian that was essentially a foundling that was brought up in exile. And essentially the same thing that the same opportunity that he had now, since Baby Yoda is officially a part of his clan, he has the opportunity.
There's so many possibilities now.
So many possibilities.
And we don't even know what else is coming out for 2020. Oh,
I'm so excited.
I put it like this. I will be going to San Diego Comic-Con. I know I'm going to have me a stroke and a heart attack all at the same time.
Gosh, it's probably too late for me to get tickets. I really would like to go, but it's probably sold out already.
Well, they what they usually do is there are people who actually have to cancel out, so they will offer another sale because there are people who cannot make it out there. But trust me when I say, if you want it, you're going to be up on that. So go to the website, comic-con.org, and create a member ID, and they will email you in advance when there is another sale or there are ones available. Trust me, I got links you can go to try to find a way of getting in there.
Okay, I can set that up. But yeah, I'm excited. While we're on the sci-fi kick, I haven't had the opportunity to sit down, but I've seen it's gotten great reviews. Picard.
I was going to ask about that.
I want to check out the pilot. The pilot,
and it's on CBS, right?
Yes, it's on CBS All Access, and the first episode is free, I believe, on YouTube. So I
picked up issue number 1 of the comic.
Yeah,
it looked pretty good. I haven't read it yet. It looked pretty good.
So I'm anxious to see what Picard has to say.
Oh, I'm curious to see where they go.
What's going on?
Jeez, I'm bugging off of this.
Yeah. And if you're looking for kind of like a space spoof to watch, all of if any of you like Spaceballs fans are out there, there's this show.
I'm raising my hand if you can't see.
Avenue 5.
Okay.
On HBO.
Avenue
5 on HBO. Hilarious. It's kind of dumb. But it's so dumb that it makes you want to watch it. Like, I can't believe this shit is a show. And Hugh Laurie is on. Oh, God.
Oh, goodness.
He must be making a shitload of money to be on this dumbass show.
Well, to be fair.
But it's so dumb, it's good.
He started out as a comedy actor, so.
Right.
And
I'm always shocked. Like, I realize he's the dad in Stuart Little.
Yeah.
Like, wait.
Of course, we already know he's everybody's favorite cranky doctor. So
House. That's got me through IDC school.
Whoop. Okay.
I went back and I watched all 5 seasons of House.
Wow, that's dedication.
And it helped me pass some of my tests.
Okay.
So all of that obscure information.
Okay. All right. Go and learn. Use that wisdom. Go
learn some shit.
I've been recommended on the sci-fi level to watch The Expanse on Sci-Fi. Because
isn't that on Prime?
Might be. I have to double check, but I've been told that is a recommendation. I need to start watching that.
Okay.
And I'm curious about
reviews on that too.
Because I like out of the ordinary sci-fi series that don't go fall along the same stereotypical path. And that's probably why I'm a Doctor Who fan, because it is sci-fi, but it doesn't always come across as sci-fi.
Is it The Expanse?
Yeah, The Expanse.
It is on. It's on Prime.
Okay.
Video.
Well, that'll be my last hoorah, because I had to get rid of Amazon Prime. It's getting a little bit too pricey for me.
Call them and see if you can get the veterans pricing, because they offer veterans pricing where you could get your annual membership for like $79, which is a whole lot better than the $119 I just paid. And I actually forgot. I think they offered it for like a Veterans Day. I thought my Prime renewed in December, and it actually renews in January. So I was like a couple months early, and I was not able to take advantage of it. But I would definitely give their customer service a call and see.
Okay.
Something
to think about. I had to
stop. You can get some of that veteran pricing.
Yeah, I had to put a pause on my Audible account, because I love listening to audiobooks, and one's by my favorite writer.
What? You pay for audiobooks?
Well, I pay for Audible, the prescription. No, subscription.
No, the Navy Linden Library.
Yeah, but when I download it on my phone and I have it on my tablet, I'm good because I'm a mobile guy, and with me starting to travel soon.
You do. You download it through Amazon and you send it to your Kindle app, and then.
But I don't use the Kindle app. I use the Audible app.
Kindle app is free.
So it's the Audible app, but.
And then you listen to it through Overdrive. Free 99.
Oh, okay.
That's how I get my audiobooks.
Okay. But like I said,
Navy Linden Library. And you can keep a book for 30 days. And if you're not going to be done in 30 days, you can just recheck it out.
Okay.
And keep it until they say, okay, you can't keep it no more. We're going to put you on the wait list. But
my library is pretty pretty huge.
Yeah. And then you can just get the free ones from Audible.
So I've been on for a while.
Yeah.
But I love listening to the books. But yeah, with media being switched over from written media, print media coming over to the TV and to the big screen, I'm really excited to see what else comes up. I really am.
I'm excited too.
All right.
Did we hit everything on the list?
Yeah, we did. The only thing we didn't do was a this or that. That's because we didn't think of one.
We didn't talk about
No, we didn't.
Yeah, because we were just having such a great conversation. I wanted to get started recording because I wanted our conversations to be organic.
Which I appreciate. Yeah. I do. I always like organic conversation, especially when one subject can segue into another discussion.
Yeah.
And that's always a great thing. Besides, you have a great mind, so I just like seeing what digs into it. But
I'm excited.
But we again, thank you guys for supporting us. Thank you so much for the love and for everyone who's been checking us out. Please don't forget to hit us up. We'll be uploading this on YouTube, so you guys will have access to that channel, and we're going to be up on SoundCloud. I'm waiting to hear back from my friend to see about what he can do to get us up on some other podcast platforms, so we can be a little bit more available. So everyone can download us from different ones and just go from there. Hit me up on my social media. Facebook, I'm Montel Dwayne Thompson. On Instagram and Twitter, it is Navy Montel, and I got my YouTube channel, Rogue Catnip. Please come check me out.
I am Miss Angee Eats on all platforms. MISSANGEE.EATS or a hyphen. Some don't recognize the dot, or but you can find me. I tag myself when I post on our Blerdicorn.
Oh my goodness! And
I tag Montel as well.
Yes,
our personal pages. So I've been getting back in to the kitchen. I've been actually feeling like cooking. So
I'm looking forward to seeing what you do.
I was going to bring you some edamame salad, but I didn't know if you ate vegetables. I was like, I ain't never seen this man.
You see this device
vegetables.
that you have right here?
I know,
this device.
I know. But I was running late.
That's all right, though.
Because I thought when you were asking me, are you coming? And I was late. And I was like, yeah, I'm coming. I was running out the door when I was texting you.
Save me some, and I'll come by and pick it up, because I really would like to try it.
I'll make some fresh.
Okay.
Because it's been a couple of days since made with lemon juice. Lemon kind of cooks it. So
right. And please don't forget to hit us up on Blerdicorn Speaks via email, our Gmail, and all through social media platforms.
Love to hear from you.
The love you guys have shown has been phenomenal.
Yes.
And we know this is a grassroots effort, but trust me.
Thanks for following us.
Absolutely. Angee and I got some things planned, and 2020 is going to be a phenomenal year. But with that being said, thank y'all for checking us out. And as always from your boy, stay nerdy, stay geeky, please stay sexy. She gets a kick out of it every time I say that.
I have spoken.
I can't stand you. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Thank you so much for tuning in to our latest episode of the Blerdicorn Podcast. Please don't forget to follow us on social media. We are on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram under Blerdicorn Speaks. Thank you so much for your support, and tune in to our next episode. Take care and stay Blerdicorn